Good evening. Isn't this a pretty sight? It's about 6 or 7, and I'm not supposed to be here because, well, yeah, after sunset no one is allowed here or anywhere else. But screw it. Um, just taking a look around if there's someone here because I don't want to get arrested for being silly and talking to a camera. This is a special piece of forest, and you haven't seen this. This is, this forest was built solely for the purpose of leisure. It's about 350 years old, and it was designed by the same people that designed the royal gardens for the kings in France when they were still housed in Fontainebleau instead of Versailles. And well, yeah, I'm gonna show you a few of the features here. It's really pretty forest. It's built on several sand ridges, as is everything here. So, yeah, what I'm gonna do, hold up. This is the nice smelling flower we have, really, lily of the valley. Nice soft green leaves. They're almost, well, they need a while. But this smells great, especially in the evening when they flower. And they will. Yeah, that's the residence of the, well, yeah, say the forest guard. One of 3 we have, and that's not a good thing because they all work around each other. Okay, this here, this is also very old, but not so old as the forest itself. This is a renovated version because the old one was old and crappy, and this is to commemorate, let me see if I can, MCC is 1800, well, yeah, somewhere in the 1800s, just to commemorate the end of the French occupation. Yes, with Napoleon and Marie Antoinette. No, that was no, that was before that, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, anywho, this is what we did. Isn't it lovely? It's hideous. And nothing ever happens here. No Shakespeare plays or some orator or even people sitting. That bench shouldn't be there. It's not fixed. Okay, next up. Well, if everything is so close together, it will be done soon. This is also something special. In the Second World War, a little bit of wind, the Germans had a V2 installation here, and they didn't fire much, but they did fire. And my mom told me it was a haunting sound, really, really scary. So, Britain, this is where the Germans bombed your cities in the Second World War. Yeah, The installation itself isn't here anymore because they were mobile. So, that's my shadow. That one there, yeah, always with me. What's up with that? My trusted mountain bike. That's a mountain bike from 1985. Haha, yeah, it's an antique. Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm going a little further up. These giant beech trees can be found throughout the forest, and they are as old as the forest itself. Yeah, they were planted here as seedlings. There are a few. There's a big one. Yeah, they're coming into leaf. One of the prettiest colors of green. And when these are in a full leaf and the sun shines on them, everything gets a really nice green color. I love it. It's bloody warm. Yeah, I don't have a GoPro, so here's go, Pro. And I'm looking for something special. And I'm not gonna see any animals. Pretty sure of that, because this is a very, very busy forest. And animals only come out after dark. And that's exactly the time that I'm not going to be here. Because I am afraid of the dark. Well, at least in the forest. Nothing creeps me out more than a forest at night. Oh, pine cones on the floor. Sorry for the breathing, guys, but I'm not in the best of shapes. Never have been. Why do we do this? Okay. Nearly there. Ooh. Pretty vista. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah. Oh. That there is the sea dike. Yes, a dike. In Dutch it's not a slang or a pejorative term. Although we had in 1953 part of Holland flooded. Same as with Britain. Thames estuary was completely flooded. But after that we put dikes on Harleys and let them patrol the coast. And it works. We haven't had a flood since. So, yay dikes on motorbikes. And the forest was way, way larger. It stretched out a lot more this way and onto the coast. Last tree stood in the water. And here, and that's where I'm going next. In the long ago, somewhere in the 50s I think, they found a kist, It's a certain kind of grave built by the Beaker people. And yeah, the farmer that found it used it as a filler upper for his driveway. Yeah. And there's actually not much known about the grave. It didn't have much grave gifts, but it was made of stone slabs, and we don't have stone here. None. And certainly not slabs. So the person that was buried here must have been, for some reason, important enough, oh, let me sit on my ass, to import stone. And that has to come from a long, long way. Germany, or yeah, Germany. I see a little hair in the distance. But that also makes me very confident in saying that this point has had a monument, same as Stonehenge, only made of wood, Woodhenge. There is actually a Woodhenge in England. This is, yeah, it's the end of the sand ridges. That way is west, and that's where the land stops. And yeah, why bury someone here and just that person? There has to be much, much more here. More graves, tumuli, little burial mounds. Never found them, and I have the feeling that this forest is hiding a lot more than people think. That forest there, that's the highest point in the county. It's 14 or 15 meters, about 50 feet above sea level. And that was way, way higher 10,000 years ago. Absolutely. And this piece will be glowing. Really. Hunters came here for large deer. Mammoths were here because they found bones. Okay, let's see if we can find a commemorative gravesite. This is what they think it looked like. This is not here. It's from someplace else. And it was found in 1849. And it's the only one in Frisia. Well, I could ask Martin to show you what they really look like, because Drenthe, where he comes from, is littered with this stuff. But they said it was found here, and this is it. And as you can see, it's bloody big. These are concrete slabs, so these are not the original slabs. But yay! Very strange. It's the only one here, and there should be many, many more, because the people in Drenthe who built these were the same people that lived here, and I'm pretty sure they had contact because they live on the same sand ridges, all of us. So yeah, if I could get my way, I would burn this forest to the ground and see what's under it. Forest shouldn't be here anyway, so not much, yeah, not much lost. Oh. We're here for the last concert of the day. All the birds are letting everyone know we're still here and we're going to bed. Yeah, I'm gonna show you another nifty thing, and I'm gonna take you GoPro. Because I can see all kinds of small birds, and my camera is just crap for that stuff. You hear that sound? The tube tube? That's a small yeah, lead gray bird. We call it a tree sticker. Yeah, that's the literal translation. It's a very tiny bird. It makes 5 or 6 distinct noises, sounds. And if you wait long enough, they're curious enough to come close to you. But I'm not gonna do that because darkness awaits. Okay, GoPro. Now let's see if I don't crack my head because I don't wear a helmet. Of course not, why would I? Yeah, I'm sorry for the wind, guys, but there is no other way. Ho, ho. This is one of the spots I go in winter. When the sun comes up, that's east. I sit here with my cooking stuff, little stove and a pot, so I can drink coffee here. And in summer, I go to the west side of the forest. And we'll come to that in a little while. It's not large. It's about a square mile. Yeah, a little more. Yeah, I'm gonna put you in the backpack because this GoProing is tiring. Okay, next item. You see that pole? And there's a line hanging onto another pole, and there should be a net that's lying on the ground. It's not here at the moment, but this is what they use to snare a certain bird. We call it a snip, and I'm gonna leave the Latin name in the description so you can look it up for yourself, because, well, yeah, I still don't know how to insert pictures, but I got Power Director. I didn't install it yet, but see what that does. On the old computer, by the way, the new one locked me out. But they, as I said, there was a net on the ground, and I waited for the birds to come here. They obviously love that terrain. They're still here. And then one guy made noise, the other one pulled up the net, and so the birds were caught and they were eaten. Today we just measured them, check their rings, see how heavy they are. So just research purposes, although I would like to try them. Juicy looking birds. It's called a snipvlecht or flauw. Some big bird of prey wants to land here, but he spotted me. That's too bad. Okay, west side of the forest. Sun is setting, so I still have to show you my heron colony, if it's still there. So let's do that. Yeah, and yeah, okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of GoPro. Why not? Oh, onto the bike. If the wind blows too hard. This is the only water in the entire forest. Just this ditch. And it's bad water, at least for humans. And yes, I tried. And you can see this is a very, very crowded forest. The paths are really, well, it's just like walking on concrete. And it's been used for this for hundreds of years, so this is also used for education. A lot of schools come here during the week, so that's why I never come here during the week, and only in the early mornings or in the evening, like today. Yeah, there are some wooden mushrooms that, well, yeah, mushrooms. Those are walk paths for kids. They have a leprechaun or a gnome path. No leprechauns here, just in Ireland. This is, well, one of the little experiments they do here with nature. Clear cut, strip everything off until you get to the sand, and then see what happens. Those logs are kept there purely for birds, mice, stoats, and mushrooms. You can find a lot of mushrooms in this forest. Not the magic ones. For that we have to go to another location. But they're rare, really rare. I have picked them myself for other people, not me. I burned my fingers once with those things, so. But, well, yeah, there are several species of magic mushrooms, and I know most of them, but the one doesn't grow here. You can see that little pieces of heath are coming up, all kinds of sun-loving moss. There is such a thing. Okay. Damn, I'm tired. Here you can see the layout of most of the forest. There are two down, one down, and here's two, and the one I come from. All the walkways, at least the original ones, because they keep screwing up, the originals all are laying out in a star pattern. That, by the way, is the gnome tree. But it's not old enough to be a gnome tree. I can show you that on the way home. That's a real gnome tree. Yeah. You see that? Pretty soft green. Some trees are faster than others. Okay, I need to go that way, and it's downhill, so I'm going to film this. I might have an accident. Yeah, wouldn't that be hilarious? Admit it. Every time I do stuff, you expect it to catch fire or explode or... Oh. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah. I had to tone that down. One hand and the handlebars aren't that yippy. And then on this stuff, yeah, I would have broken something. And you would have loved it. Oh, oi, 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 oi. Yeah, you're going back into the backpack. Yeah, it's damn pretty here at evening. Very special forest plant. It's called a Solomon seal. Not sure why. It has green-white flowers and it is extremely poisonous, but not to the touch. And when they're done, well, these leaves will fall open like this and protect the flowers from sunlight, and also the berries that will come in autumn, blackberries. And as you can see, they're everywhere. But I'm at one of my most favorite locations. Whoa. Is dit visible, guys? There in the distance. Yeah, I could show you in a moment. That there is the small village of Meuns. Yes. And over there is the edge of my county. Yay! And really, really, really in the distance is the IJsselmeer. Used to be the Southern Sea. Time to get my jacket. Because I don't want to catch a cold. Because it could easily be this guy's corona. You never know. Lemonade. So good. Yeah. Oh. This is one of the highest points in the county. You can see the landscape is sloping. That piece of forest, very small, but it's littered with badgers. Lots and lots of badgers. And if you go there, you never see a badger. Oh wow. Yeah, I hope this is a little bit visible. Yeah, I don't come here very often, but it's worth a 10-kilometer bike ride. And I only come here in the evenings because, especially only in summer, you can see something here that's very, very rare, and it only happens when there's absolutely no pollution in the atmosphere, no sand, dust, and only just after sundown. Normally the sky turns red or orange, and that's because of dust in the atmosphere. But when that's not the case, when the sun goes down, it can explode suddenly. You get a bright flash of colors, and it can be yellow, it can be orange, red, pink, but it's only for a split second. Very, very rare, and it only happens in summer. And I've seen it 5 or 6 times in my life. Yeah, well, you can smell the grass. Not this grass. And roe deer. Lots and lots of roe deer. They're becoming annoying. Yeah, this is a good ending to a not so good day. Not that I felt crap, but yeah, it started with coffee this morning. Something went wrong with making coffee. Can't be a lot, but I managed to do it. So when that goes wrong, everything goes wrong. And this always calms me down. And I overthink the situation too much. Yeah, this is good for the mind. Really, really good for the mind. Mosquitoes. I'm so glad they don't like me. I get bitten by mosquitoes, but that's about it. They really hate me. Hey, where's my lighter? Damn. Uh-oh. Oh, no, here. Oh, phew. Yeah, I've been here. Everything packed. Some great weed. Really tasty. And then I forget my lighter. You can hear the blue tits. And there's some strange disease in the tits this year. Yeah, it sounds really funny, but it's also the English word for a certain bird. Yes, it is. You have big tits and blue tits. Yeah, think about that. It's really funny. Yeah, I'm gonna take another drink, and then I'm gonna show you that little patch over there. See what that has become. And yeah, it's been, well, it's almost a year, last summer. Yeah, it's a bit windy here, so close to the coast. But that's where I just sat. Oh, there's the badger forest. This is the piece I was talking about, and I'm not going to go onto it because there are sheep here, so I'm gonna obey the rules. Just for now, this time. Or do I? Get my bag, hold up. with this bike. I can do whatever I want. Well, not everything. Yeah, this is also clear cut and stripped, and then you get this stuff. And again, Martin can show you pieces like this, much larger, and that's how everything was on those sand ridges, because where Martin lives and where those pieces of nature are also sand ridges. That there is, we call them hair twigs in Frisian, hazetwieg. It's family of gorse, but it's not. And when they're done flowering, they get little black beans. And when the sun is really strong in summer, those start popping open. And when you walk next to them, you get bombarded with little seeds. The last finch of the day. Yeah, this is baking in the evening sun. Sitting on the dock of the bay. No, not quite yet. Yeah, I'm going home because the lower the sun gets, the faster it gets. So, and yeah, that's true horror in the dark. And I promise to see you, to let you, English. I promise to show you the gnome tree. And the gnome tree is in the middle of the forest, or at least I have to go through the middle of the forest. And I'm going to do that now. Yes, I do. Yeah, I couldn't go home without showing you this. There's a wind farm. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not really visible, but if you use full screen and if you can zoom in, there at the horizon you can see forest, church spires and stuff. That's North Holland, the province of North Holland. Yeah, it's only 12-13 miles, and I'm going to do that this summer in the kayak. Yeah, and about halfway is an island, not visible here, but I want to sleep on that. Yes, I do. Oh, you wouldn't believe the smells of all the grasses here. Absolutely amazing. And it's getting darker. Well, dark. The light is fading. IJsselmeer. Can you see it? They are kite surfing. And believe it or not, oh yeah, I think you can see this. This is in the top 5 of kite surfing locations in the world. Yes. The wind is always good here. Yeah, I think you can see them. So, kite surfing. Not my cup of tea, although I had a kite and it took me for a flight, which I didn't like. Yay, it rhymes. Yeah. On really clear days, and behind that tree is a piece of water called het IJ, and That's the entrance, traditional in the 17th century, the entrance to Amsterdam. And on really clear nights, not this night because there is a haze, you can see the lights of Amsterdam. Yes, bright red, because we all know Amsterdam is Sodom and Gomorrah, with a lot of drugs and loose women. Yeah, I live in a terrible country, God-forsaken place. Yeah, I really need to go to the gnome tree. Damn, there was a roe deer. Just too late. Shit. Yeah, just missed a roe deer. At a few feet. Damn. Again. Two massive beech trees. Well, gonna keep the camera handy. That was a beautiful doe. A doe-roe. You know, from Do Re Mi. Damn, damn. Yeah, I'm leaving a bit early, but as I said, I hate the forest at night. And that's natural because, yeah, in the olden days, there was lots and lots of stuff that tried to kill you. So you had to be on your toes. And that's why people are afraid of the dark. And yeah, it's not so much that I'm afraid, but it's really creepy. Big beach. Oei. Yeah. Oh man, I missed her. Really a few feet. Damn. That would have made the video really great. And she stopped for a second to look who I was. And by the time I had my camera ready, she decided to take off. Damn. Well, there are people in the distance, so I'm gonna pack up my camera and leave it for this piece of Gasterlawn. Again, two huge beech trees, and I never climbed these. Should do that one time. Yeah, spring. Oh, yes, it's still windy. It should stop windying. Mary had a little lamb, and this is where she got it. I don't know if she paid for it, but this is where it comes from. Yeah. That's a multicultural sheep. Yeah, absolutely. Totally PC. Yeah, cute. Yeah, it's getting dark. This is a proper gnome tree. And yeah, I put my bike next to it so you can see how big it really is. That's better. There's the sun. Bye, sun. Yeah. They say it's 300 years old. but I say that's poppycock. It's much older. It's at least 500 years old. It's been used for uh, judging and ruling by local tribes in the late Middle Ages. Middle Ages. It was a hanging tree, so yay, it has a history. But this is used by, well, you see there's a little house, and we have different types of gnomes in Holland. Forest gnomes, garden gnomes, house gnomes, and dune gnomes. But there are no dunes here, so no dune gnomes. But when a gnome gets born, it gets a birth tree. And well, this tree is used by multiple families all around me. And there's probably a gnome dwelling nearby. And they build below trees, so it's all underground, nowhere to be found. They live under farmhouses and under normal houses. So yeah, they live a very secretive life. They're not, yeah, they're tiny, 15 centimeters. And that's the male. Females are a lot smaller. Yeah, and I'm positive that they live in this county because a very thick book says they do. Yeah. So, gnome tree. It's a big one. Yeah, now I'm going home because I'm tired and I'm hungry. Yeah, this was a very good ending of the day. It's a queen bumblebee. Can you see it? No, you can't. No, it's too small. Pity. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the walk and the talk. And that's it for today. Later. Okay, just this once at the end of the video. Bluebells. Now last year I was too late. And this year I'm a little early. This has to be timed exactly right. There's more. And I've seen this grow through the years. Some lily of the valley in the back. And now I'm really done for today. Later.